Okay, here's my third video finally. I'm sorry. So, so you've got your relatively dried out Play-Doh texture going on, and you're wanting to get it kind of into a bigger circle. This is where your half and half comes in. See how it's sticking to my hand that so much? So I add just a little bit of half and half to the outside, kind of work it in. And so now I can flatten it out, and see, I'm gonna even have to use the back of my knife again and scrape some of that dough off. But that way you can start to flatten it out into the thickness that you want without so much of it sticking to your hand. It's nice to use, I might have said this before, but it's nice to use one of these like thinner cutting boards, because it's nice to be able to move what you're working with rather than like your body. So I have it basically, hang on. It's not letting me change but I have it basically to what I'm going for here. But then when we add the extra cream, that's when we kind of get the shape where it needs to be. Why am I so bright? Stop. So we pour a little more cream, and now we're not really pushing as hard. We're more just like defining the shape of what we're going for. And you're gonna want to get cream on both the top and the sides here. Because you're wanting to make it like a solid circle without any sort of like cracks in the edges. So you might have to kind of smush it together like that, but then, you know, eventually you're gonna wanna pat it back out. We're just making sure that we're not all cracked and iffy on the sides. Sometimes I'll pour just a little bit of half and half straight into my hand and kind of run it along the sides. So, sorry, I don't feel quite as lively or vibrant in this one. So, I'm having an interesting time with having Elliot at home every day and then still doing this full time in the mornings and the evenings. Hence these videos taking forever to get to you. And so you just want a nice circle when you're all done and you feel pretty good about, you know, there's no like big cracks in the sides or anything. The last thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna take some half and half. This is I feel like this is where sometimes people do an egg wash, but an egg wash makes them like, it makes them really, really beautiful, but it kind of browns and makes them real glossy on top, and I'm just looking for like kind of glossy on top. I'm not looking for anything too, I don't know, too whatever the word it is that I'm looking for. So you just kind of rub it. And this is what'll give you, like I was saying, you know, not quite the sheen of an egg wash, but still kind of a nice finished, polished look. rather than allowing for cracks and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna cut it into 8ths, okay? And in fact, I'll make a final video and I'll show you how I get them into 8ths and then how I use the knife onto the pan. I'm just gonna go wash my hand real quick.